living, and the
Right.
music was changing.
Right. Nutcracker Suite came out 2009. Talk a little bit about getting the group back together to record that project.
We just basically said, well, let's put out another album. You know, there was a lot of unsurety. That's a word, because of the climate of the way what was happening in music. Like the South got the ball and they've been running. They just ran with it,
Oh
and
yeah.
it really changed everything that we was used to. I don't like we felt like, do we need to do bounce tracks? You know what I'm saying? What is happening? Like it just, there was anybody who was anybody in the industry was like that out wherever you was at, except the South was kind of like, what is happening? Like New York was like, what's going on? Even they went silent. You know what I mean? Like everybody went silent when the South came out with that bounce, with them bounce beats.
Yep.
Um, and I was just really enjoying life and just trying to live my life, because I have been traveling around and doing music and ripping and running since I was 13. Really, like literally. So I just took some time off, and but then once we came back together, got back with Paris, and it was a good project. We had been working in the back cuts. So once again, we went to Paris. I gave him pretty much a whole album um, that we had already done, and so he put his magic on it. We stripped some of the beats down, and it was just all about putting together another masterpiece. And it's a really good album. It came out great too. So after that, it just, I don't know, everything just kind of quieted down. You know what I mean? And it wasn't me. I was working, she was doing her thing. She was going to school and doing stuff, and I was doing my thing. And it was just a quiet time. I don't even know what the hell we were doing. The time flew by so fast.
Right.
But we were still doing shows, though. We were still doing shows. Thank God.
Right.
So,
Was it ever in the cards for you to do a solo album? Did you guys discuss that as far as doing solo projects before 2011?
yeah. Yeah, right before Carol passed away, we had a whole conversation about doing an album like Speaker Box, like Outkast did, because we're always, we talked about it, and we just said we should do some solo albums, because I just want to do it. It's not be that I don't want to do it with you, it's just like, and she's always wanted to do it too, because her vision of her album and my vision, there's two different things. We'll be on each other's album. So when the Speaker Box thing came out with Outkast, we were like, we're doing that. So we started it. So I started doing my songs, and then she started doing her songs, and she passed away before we could finish it. But I did eventually end up putting out the album that I started on. It didn't really turn out the way that I wanted, but it was done, but it didn't come out till a while after she passed. So, but yeah, so we were getting to that. But I've decided I'm going into the vault now, and I'm doing a whole nother album or EP. I don't know how many songs, but I got all this. I was finally able to collect all of her stuff. I got Carol on ADATs and just all kind of stuff. So I'm trying to put together something real creative just to bring that sound back
Right.
and put
Can
it
you
out.
can you talk a bit about her passing, the phone call you got, and that time
Yeah.
surrounding that?
So we were working on so somebody had sent me some. So we sell features, right? That's another thing. So people, and I was a little more active online because this was around 2011, right? And then
Hmm.
she was. MySpace and all that was out, and I used to be on all that. She was never on none of that stuff. Not a lot till later.
Hmm.
But so people would say, "Can I get a feature?" And they would send the money. So I have a studio in my home, and then Carol has friends who have studios, because she had like a smaller studio. She never wanted to buy equipment because she was always going to somebody's house that got music. She was out way more than me. I became more of a homebody, and she was still partying and clubbing and doing all that stuff, and ended up in the studio like with Mac Dre and all them. She was out there still, but I had my son, so I couldn't really go out like that.
Hmm.
um so I was calling her, so I said, okay, this dude sent us a deposit on the song. So I sent her my version. I said, take this, to the studio. She was like, all right, I'll get it done. I'll get it done tomorrow. So tomorrow came, and I never hear from her. And then I said, all right, so I'm not tripping. The next day came, I didn't hear from her. So, I'm calling around trying to find her. Can't find her. So then I start calling some of her friends, that she hang out with regularly. And they're like, no, I ain't heard from Carol. And I'm like, really? So I called my best friend Jessica, who's also her best friend, our sister of 30 years, and she lives, not too far from where Carol lived at. So she went over there to do a check on her, and that's when she found her in the house. She had a pulmonary embolism, where same thing Heavy D had. It's like when a blood clot hits your lung,
Mm-hmm.
you die instantly. You just drop. The doctor said she didn't even feel herself hit the ground, so that's a relief. But when I told you she was a basketball star,
Right.
she had three orthoscopic surgeries in her knee, and
Oh
her knee has
wow.
always been a problem for our whole life. But later in life, she didn't really take that good care of herself as far as going to the doctor. And I really should have been asking her, because she would get in the car and have to stretch her leg out. There was always something about her knee. But yeah, it turns out she had blood clots in her knees the whole time. They would be swollen, and I would see like her knees swelled, but I didn't think blood clots or nothing like
Right.
that. And I didn't even say you should go to the doctor. Did you go to the doctor? Like, I didn't feel the need that I had to chase her around about that. But I feel like had I done that, maybe it would have been a different outcome. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but yeah, so I'm just happy to know that she didn't suffer. It
Exactly.
was hear that part. But so she died instantly, and now she's a real angel on my shoulder, because she's really watching over me and us.
Very dope.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm glad, you guys had that great relationship before she did, pass
Oh
away. You
yeah.
didn't have any regrets, as far
Not at
as
all.
not, that solo album, the Jane of All Trades, you say came out a little bit later.
Yeah. It came out after she passed. I put it out. I don't know what year did I put it. I don't even know what year I put it out, but yeah, it came out afterwards. I just decided to put it out. I should have put more effort into it when I go. I'm about to redo that album. Matter of fact.
You remember what kind of reception you got on that, kind of feedback you got when that hit the streets?
I got good feedback on it. Mainly, I had a lot of features on there. Keith Murray and
Mm-hmm.
Quinn, Goldie
You
Gold from the
guys, you guys
Separation.
recently reunited at a concert here recently, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah,
We'll
we
talk
did.
about that. We'll talk about that momentarily. But I didn't mean to cut you off. You said who
Okay.
else was on that project?
Marvelous. I got Mike Marshall. Look at all these rumors. I've
Ah,
always wanted to listen on him. I got him on there. A bunch of people like, and it was good. I damn near want to go remix it, update it, and put it out again, which I might do.
why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, because a lot of
Oh,
people don't know it's there because it's under my name. It's not, if you Google Conscious Daughters, it doesn't. I mean, if you put Conscious Daughters in Apple Music and all that, it doesn't pop up right away. But so I need to manage all that a little better too. So I'm working on getting a social media manager. If you know anybody interested, please, I need it.
I
That
hear
has
that.
the time to sit and do that. It's a lot of work. I only
Right.
need like an hour or two a day. I don't know, but or every
No
other day. I don't
doubt.
know how much is what, but yeah. So it's a lot to keep up with. But I'm
I've
proud of it.
been
It's a good album.
right. Talk a little bit and catch us up on what you've been up to for the past several years and what you're currently working on. But first, just catch us up on what you've been up to over the past several years.
Yep. So past several years, I have really just been trying to I want to say elongate my investments, pay attention to my money, invested an early adopter of Bitcoin,
Mm,
um, just trying to, I've been trying to focus on generational wealth and being able to set up, and teach my son and his now daughter, who's 1 year old, um, and just really pay attention to them for a little while and make sure that they're okay. And then all of a sudden, I just got a brand new spark to start getting out there. So then, boom, 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 fast about 3 years ago, I started traveling. I was like, you know what? Calling it Warren G, good friend of mine. Whenever he has a concert, I go. Ice Cube and them, they all put me on these tours with them, and I started doing shows. And so then I became relevant again, and it's just been a great time for me. That's what I'm doing now. jumping on this show, jumping on that show. And in the spring, I'm actually going to be going on tour. So that's going to be a great thing. I haven't signed on yet, and I can't say who else is going to be on there because I don't know if they signed on yet. But I'm getting back out there. So right now I'm in the studio. That is my main focus, just getting music done and finding the right producers. I really need somebody. I mean, Paris is listen, I want to go to Paris and hopefully I can get with him, but I need somebody of that caliber, and it's hard for me to. I don't want a producer. I need somebody who knows how to arrange the music, take it to the next level. Don't just do the beat and leave it there. You know, put that twist on it. Put them extra producer things that y'all be doing. I'm
Right.
I'm not used to that, but now I know how to ask for it. So take my voice down and do the shit. Don't just like. I don't want a producer that's just gonna produce the beat and just lay there and not. I need a producer, arranger, composer, the whole situation. Like take the song to the next level. So it's taken me a while to find that. But I found a couple, and I don't need a lot of producers. I want to just kind of keep it down to one or two people,
Hmm.
so that I get a good sound. I'm not looking for. So I'm just working. Pray for me, but I still got it though. I fucking impressed the shit out of myself the other day in the studio. I was like, wow, age ain't nothing but a number. I was
So,
thinking I might just rebrand myself and become think of a fake name and come out and see how
hey,
people be like,
sky's the limit.
what? Like
Anybody?
Lake Lee. Lake Lee, this girl, all she does is wear a mask. Don't nobody know what she look like. She rap, she wear a mask all the time. Her name is Lake Lee. Lake something like that. I think she's from
Right.
New York. She's dope. But yeah, so that's what I'm up to. I really hope to have a single out by December. I mean, I have enough songs
Okay.
to where I can at least pick one. And then yeah, I'm gonna drop that whole thing by like February, March,
Okay.
April at the latest. But we'll see. I'm definitely going to New York to get I gotta give me some more New York features,
Anybody in
on
particular you like to work with?
oh shit, I gotta get Redman. I gotta get Redman. I mean, there's a lot of people out, but who's within my reach? That's what not everybody's within my reach,
Right.
But I just want to get some MCs that are fun, that are still good at doing that original sound. There's not too many. There will be a couple of like new artists that are out, but I don't want to overdo that. I kind of want to
Hmm.
stay in my lane and uh, um, just keep it hip hop. Just keep it. I'm not into you know bags and tits and ass and shit all day. I don't want to talk about that. But I do have a song about it,
Okay.
and it's gonna really be something when it comes out.
No
I'm with it,
doubt
but
will
I'm not
be
with it. I wish I could do it, but I can't. But what you teaching these girls, that kind of stuff. I'm teeter tottering on the greatness of all the BBLs and shit like that, or
right.
BBPs and what they call them.
All of them,
So
yeah, no doubt.
yeah,
I talked a little bit about reuniting with Keith Murray at a concert. I'm not sure. I think you had got awards recently, awarded
yeah.
something.
So all of a sudden, my angel, special one, Carol, she's on the right side tonight. Oh no, she's on the left side. Oh no, she's on this side where the camera is. Yeah, so all of a sudden, I got a call from the museum, Jai He, who works at the Oakland Museum, and they were doing like hip hop archives, and then these museum inductions started happening, and I was so happy to be included into that. Got a proclamation from the mayor of Oakland, which to me, was like, wow, why us? There's so many people before us. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But then I said, you know what? Give me that goddamn,
I
give me
know
that
that's right.
proclamation. I had to be, but I just want people to know I don't take that lightly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's so many more, and she's Mayor Shane Tao. I actually like her. She coming in and doing. First when she came in, I was like, I don't like her. I don't like what she's doing, but she cleaning up shop. Like this girl, she's in her late 30s, but she's amazing. When I really got a chance to talk to her and stuff, I was very impressed. But it's a hard job. So anyway, and then after that, the mural. Having a mural in downtown Oakland was really big for me. Like
Mm.
it's something that is really a dream come true. On the mural, it's like E40, Conscious Daughters Tupac. Then on the other side is Gary Payton, Mr. Fab, DJ Pam the Funkstress, and Angus Cloud from the Euphoria movie. It's a beautiful mural. It's like a building, a collection of murals. And that was the next thing. So we decided to do a 30th anniversary for Ear to the Street. I have a friend, Anjanette Roberts, AMR, she's been trying to get me to do this for the whole year. So finally I said, okay, let's do it. And then I just got carried away. I was like, well, I'm calling Spice One, and I'm calling, I had to call Keith Murray just because we've been friends for so long. Like, and he's all, I've known him for 30 years, 20 plus years. And I just knew he would show up, and and he's such a great performer. I love to watch him rock the mic, and I was like, you gotta be here, and so I got him, and then I just called on all the brothers who I've known for so long that have, Spice One is like a brother to me. His daughter is my niece, my best friend's daughter. My friends are married to like the Mossy, my best friend is married to Cavio the Mossy. So these are all like people who I love, and they actually came out and they loved me back. And I should say back. And so, it was just a great experience. And I'm so happy that everybody showed up and showed out.
It was dope. Good. Any plans for more concerts like that?
Well, yeah, I'm planning on doing one in the spring. So, okay. And it's going to be a mix of East and West Coast, because that's my blood. I love Bay music, but when you mix the two together, that's a good time right there. Woo, absolutely. You got to bring out the right ones too. Like, I probably have a heart attack up in there.
No doubt. That's the plan. Outside of music, any other avenues that you'd like to explore?
Well, I don't know if you know, I'm pretty big in the software development world. I worked for George Lucas and did a lot of software development. I worked on the game Tetris and stuff. Oh, wow. So I like technology, stuff like that. I mean, so, but my main focus is getting this documentary done. And so I kind of want to dabble in TV production and stuff like that. So I'm trying to learn a little bit about it. For me, I feel like it's something that I do anyway. It's just like project management. So I feel like, that's right up my alley. So we'll see. I'm going to dabble around in some television production, and, I might even go out for some scenes. I'm just such a character. Like, I might even go to LA and just try out for some movie stuff. I just want to do shit that I want to do. I want to go to game shows and shit. I want to go to LA and just show up at a game show and go to The Price is Right or some shit and just, I'm winning. And I want to just go to some auditions and just see. You never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely. I'll be hanging out in LA a lot, and soon I'm be hanging out in LA seeing if I can get some acting work and get some production classes and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure you won't have one bit of a problem.
I hope not.
Thank you so much.
I have to get to talking and they be like, okay. And I remember shit. So we started doing, I'll never forget when we used to do interviews. People used to say, you should be VJs. I'm like, it's a VJ, video jocks. Like, you can introduce the videos and stuff, but it's that radio personality presence that we had so early on that it's just still instilled in me. I talk loud and clear, and right. So I'm about to try to do something with that.
Absolutely, take advantage. Definitely.
I'm grown. My kid's grown. I don't have to be home. I can travel now and do what I want. So
no doubt. Carla Green, thank you so much for this history lesson and allow me to give you your flowers. Before we get out of here, any last words for your day one supporters?
Man, thank you so much. Woo. I just thank anybody who supports, and those who don't. But I don't, I love that. I don't think I have no not supporters, but just keep in touch. If you see me coming through, come up and talk to me. I know I don't look like approachable all the time, and a lot of times people I don't know if they just think I'm just gonna murder them just because my lyrics be so hard and stuff. But really, I'm a nice person, so I enjoy going into the crowd and talking to people, and just hanging out with real people. So you see me out there, holla. One love.
Absolutely. Before we get out of here, can you shout out your social media and where we can keep up with you at everywhere on each platform?
Oops. It's Conscious Daughters on all platforms. It's just you got to spell it right.
Right.
CONSCIOUS. But if you Google Conscious Daughters, every TikTok, every platform is Conscious Daughters. I run all those pages, so please tap in and just write to me. You want to send some beats? Write to me. Please be like I really need some producers that are crafty with taking songs to the next level and doing all kind of shit, explosions and shit. I don't know what like just take
Well,
me up to the next.
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to
bust the
give
rhyme. Y'all do the rest.
we're gonna give Dr. Dre a call and see if he's got any
Yeah, that
room
part.
for you.
I wish.
No
Yeah.
doubt. I'm the
All right.
journalist Sin-seer. That is Carla CMG Green. Thank you so much for joining me. Come back
Thank you.
anytime, and we'll be on the lookout for all and everything that you've got coming up in the near future.
All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. One
Thank you
love.
so much. One love.
Bye.
Peace.
Damn, that was long.
That's dope. That's dope. Let's go interview like your little thing. You look nice.
Yeah, and this is my background. I don't like. I just, as long as my shirt is on and I have my makeup on.